I require the services of one whom I can trust completely. To win this war, the Horde needs allies. The boy king has something that does not belong to him. I want it back. You are to infiltrate Stormwind and liberate a political prisoner. One who could change the course of the war in our favor. Are you up to the task?
We will not fail you, my queen.
Oh, I know you won't.
Respectfully, we have a boat to catch.
Then perish.
Do not be so hasty now. You can try to subdue us and likely succeed. But do you have time to waste?
No, it can't be.
Seems a mage of your skill could be very useful right now.
This isn't over.
It appears the Alliance dogs have lost our scent.
Good, good. Our journey is almost over.
I hope the War Chief's faith is well placed.
She seems very powerful, certain, in control.
It is an honor to serve my queen.
My princess is also strong-willed and sure of herself. Our king has always found her to be challenging.
Almighty Rezan, as always, you come when I ask your aid.
Speak, and I will listen.
I have sought the aid of the Horde, but my father may not agree with my actions. Advise me. You are the lower of kings and queens.
My eyes see much. They see your boldness, your power, and enemies who fear both. And those who seek your demise are here.
We need cover! Head for that Saurfang! The sails are dead! We've got no wind! We're drinking on water!
To steal our navy for their undead war chief.
This champion defied the might of Stormwind to save Zul and me. Such bravery merits an audience, Father.
Enough! I will decide what to do with this outsider. Shakrazet speaks true. You seek our fleet's might against the Alliance. But my daughter is right as well. Rescuing her showed great courage, a trait I admire. Talanji worries that I do not see our true enemies. Know that I am not as blind as she fears. Let us see If the Horde can prove its worth to Zandalar, let them stay in the Great Seal as my guests. For now.
Only the Zandalari may walk those sacred halls. The law steers.
The law is what I say it is, for so long as I am king. The eyes of the kingdom rest upon you, champion. This day, I name you Speaker of the Horde.
Time is short, so I will be brief. I plan to lead an expedition into the swamps of NAZMIR to deal with the threat to our northern border. However, if you want our navy, you need the support of my father. Here in ZUL'S, his advisors plot against you. And then there are the schemes of Jakrazet in the deserts of Vol'gin. I have no doubt he is as big a threat to the Horde as he is to my people. We cannot be in all places at once. I leave it to you to choose your priority. Review your maps and decide which plan you will see to first. I knew the blood trolls were a threat, but I never imagined this. If that monstrosity is freed, it will mean the end of ZUL'S.
Now you see. Now you understand. Gahun gonna claim ya all.
We are getting out of here! The shield! It has begun to fade!
You heard the princess! Let her rip!
To speed things up. The king has nosy visitors. That could pose a problem.
You do your part, General, and I will do mine.
Trespassers!
You will die in these dunes.
Everyone, break ranks! Make your way to safety! Get as far from these snakes as you can!
That is a traitor, but the king won't act without proof.
Please, Rakira, don't do this. You'll get yourself killed.
You know I must, Kaja. Duty before all else.
This key belongs to the first keeper. His name was Sulfis, and he died at the hands of Korthek. Long ago, Mithrax the Unraveler descended upon our lands. He slaughtered all in his path, Troll and Sethrak alike. Our Loa sacrificed herself to save us from that monstrosity. She struck the Cathrax down, but not before it was able to destroy the disc at the heart of Atulaman. After witnessing his destruction firsthand, we knew that something must be done to prevent anyone from raising Mithrax again. Although immensely powerful, Sulfis could not create the barrier alone. Korthek and I lent him our aid, and together we sealed Mithrax within the Great Pyramid. As the sands continued to spread, Korthek grew hungry for war. He plotted to unearth the Kithrax and use him as a weapon to conquer the continent.
A weapon? This must be what Jack Rosette is after. A Kithrax.
We need to warn the princess.
Korthek raised an army of like-minded Sethrak, and they began to slaughter those who opposed them. Sothis was the first to fall, but not before safeguarding his key. Those of us still loyal to Sethraliss were forced out of our home and into hiding. We have been fighting the Fateless ever since.
This ends here, General. The plots, the lies, the murders. You will not escape your crimes any longer. This ends now. Give him a clean death. We have seen enough suffering for one day.
Suffering? You have not seen true suffering. Not yet! But you will!
No, it cannot be.
He was the final sacrifice. We have failed.
No! Habutu! Traitor! Caesar!
You should have listened to Talanji. You have grown stagnant, old friend. You let our kingdom rot and decay. But I have foreseen the Troll Empire rising again. No more treaties with outsiders. No more bargains with lower. Blood is our path now. The path of Gahun!
Should we go after them?
No. In time, they will come to us.
Your visions had best be right about this.
Heretic! You trespass upon sacred ground.
Ah, he arrives. The lower of... what do we call him now?
Mind your tongue, traitor.
Razan. Do you not understand? I am not your subject. And you have no place among kings.
I know. I miss Rezan too. Oh, Zina. What do we do now?
The dust of bones for the lower of death.
Well, this is a surprise. You're looking pretty good, Your Majesty. So, why have you come to see me?
I need your aid.
I see. You want to make a deal with me. Go on.
Become my lower. Grant me the power to recover my kingdom, and I will elevate you above all lower.
Yes, so you get your kingdom back. All very nice. But soon you'll tire of old Bwonsamdi. You go back to the living lower, the one who bring the rain, makes the crops grow, not wither and die. No. I need more than just your word.
If you do this for me, I will bind my bloodline to you.
All who succeed you will keep this bargain to serve me in life and in death.
Forever.
We got a deal.
Father, I felt something a moment ago. Has something happened?
Do not worry, my daughter. I have taken care of everything.
You are too late, Rastakhan. Rise, Mithrax. Rise.
Bwonsamdi! We had a deal! Grant me your power! Mithrax, do it now! Destroy the seal!
Long may you reign over your empire of ash.
Look at this. Congratulations, Your Majesty. The kingdom is ours.
Showed him, leader of Zandalar. Show the blade to those that need to see it the most. Give them peace.
This was not my achievement.
You brought the champion to these shores against your father's will. You learned the secrets of Ga'Hoon when no one be listening. You set in motion what be needed to save your people. Now, more than ever, they be calling for a leader they can love and trust. Show them the blade. Become the symbol they need.
Behold the blood of Ga'Hoon. By his will were born the deaths of Shadra, Hyrik, Toga, and Rezan. By his will were born the deaths of so many of our brothers and sisters. Let this glaive be displayed as a reminder that no matter how far we fall, no matter how much we lose, we are Zandalari. We adapt. We find a way to survive. If it were not for this hero of the Horde, our losses would have been far worse. This proves, more than ever, that it is time for us to adapt, to become part of the world again. Zandalar forever!
That's the last of the soldiers. We'll be calling up farmers next.
When this war began, I thought we were fighting for peace. But we're just fighting.
You're doing all you can to stop her, Your Majesty.
At Lordaeron, you had the chance to take my life. Maybe even end the war. Why didn't you kill me?
Could kill you now.
I spared you because I believed you have honor. Was I wrong? Do you want more innocents to suffer? The Horde—
I have given everything for the Horde! Bled for it, killed for it, and Sylvanas is destroying it! She will destroy everything! What I want is my Horde back.
Saurfang, tell me why you spared my life.
I hoped you would stop her.
I can't. Not alone.
Pick up the pace! We got to get these supplies to our soldiers by dawn!
What is it?
They are coming.
Bwonsamdi, do not take me yet.
He expects us to believe this tale. No single night elf could do all that.
I know one who could.
Lay down their life if it meant bringing Daelin's killer to justice.
You only broke me out of that cell because you need something from me.
Very perceptive, Lady Ashvane. I believe we have mutual interests to discuss.
Seems we need to find our own way back.
Such is the way of things. This war has taken many turns. It seems to me our current path is perilous.
Indeed, my friend. The Horde is at a crossroads once again.
This be giving me a bad feeling. Why bring the fog if there be no ships to hide?
It does not make sense. Unless they wanted us to be in NAZMIR. They have deceived us! My father stands alone to defend this city!
Those are lion snakes!
Our home is under siege! Return to ZUL'S at once!
Commander! Look!
Fish jumping right into our nets. Go! Go!
Those ballista will be firing any second.
Continue our approach, Captain.
Aye, Lord Admiral.
Lady Proudmoore, the mission was a success. Our stealth agents are clear of the area.
Thank you, Spy Master. Hi, Tinker. Are you ready?
I'll activate our surprise just as soon as we're in range.
Now.
Steady.
Incoming!
Hi, Tinker!
Look out!
Does the mighty Rastakhan need old Bwonsamdi's help yet again?
Aid us, or you will be the lower of a ruined kingdom with no one to remember your name.
fallen one. Zandalar, be ours forever.
Princess Talanji!
Get to the king now.
Father, no. Please, stay. Stay with me.
Talanji. My daughter. I'm so sorry.
Hush, Father. Shh. It's all right.
Forgive me.
Bwonsamdi.
Yes, my queen.
What have you done to me?
Oh, he didn't tell you about our bargain? Shame on him.
Your Majesty! The Alliance dogs are escaping! What are your orders?
After them! Vol'gin, son of Sen'jin, once war chief of the Horde, hear my voice and appear before us.
Talanji, your voice be a mighty one.
Vol'gin, is it really you, my old friend?
Bane, your heart beats strong and true, just like your father. I'd be glad the demons didn't take you.
Sylvanas led us to victory in the war against the Legion. But since then, she has done much to strain the honor that binds the Horde together. I must know, when the voice spoke to you, bidding you to name her war chief, what spirit was it?
Ah, my young friend. Death be dark. Me memory not be what it once was.
Was it Bwonsamdi? Did he crave the death she would bring?
The memory. It be denied me by the shadows. Shadows that be coming for ya. Watch out! You're come back. Did you find the spirit of Vol'gin? Or you're here to make a deal?
Lower of death, your servant Vol'gin has called to you, yet you have turned a deaf ear to his pleas.
What? You'd be mistaken, Talanji.
Speak plainly. Was it you who urged Vol'gin to name Sylvanas war chief?
Mind your tone, old man, or you'll be talking with your father soon enough. Sure, why wouldn't you want the Banshee Queen in charge? No. Sure, I'm an Alpha Warren dead, but that's Sylvanas. She be tipping the scales too far. Balance be important. Besides, that one got a nasty habit of keeping what she kills. Your war chief be no friend to old Bwonsamdi. Your words are trouble we do. Step forward, speaker of the Horde. Maybe there'll be a way to find the answers you seek.
The voice I heard as I be dying, telling me to name Sylvanas war chief. Was it yours?
The Banshee Queen's schemes threaten the balance. I had no hand in them.
And me spirit, being trapped in this world, is that your doing?
Vol'gin, your soul has walked on the other side and returned. You have been altered more than you know. You are neither undead nor damned. You do not belong here. Leave this place at once.
I do not like the look of this. I suggest we go, quickly.
Leave now. Or stay forever. The choice is yours.
The Zandalari have ruled this land for thousands of years. With Deloa's blessing, our sacred blades and mighty ships commanded the seas. But over time, our empire grew stagnant. We stood alone. Threats from without and within rose up to challenge us, to test our faith. Now, I am queen. And together with the Horde, we take our rightful place among the great kingdoms of Azeroth. Zandalar forever! People of Zandalar, I stand before you having proven myself to Deloa. But it is your trust that I must earn. Many questioned my judgment when I reached out to the Horde. But without their aid, we would have collapsed under the weight of our pride. These mighty allies have given Zandalar new strength. A glorious future awaits our empire. And we must embrace it together. Will you stand with me? Zandalar forever!
Sylvanas! What reason could you possibly have for this madness?
Derek Proudmoore was a hero to the Kultirans. They are sure to stage a rescue attempt when they learn of his fate. And once his mind has been properly conditioned, we will allow the Proudmoores to recover their long-lost prince, so he can slaughter them in their sleep.
This is too far. How many times must we forsake our honor?
There can only be victory or death for us, Bane. And death is mine to master.
What is this? Why am I? What have you done to me?
Why, Lord Proudmoore, I've given you a chance to reunite with your family. You should be grateful.
Lady Jaina, long has it been since we spoke peacefully in Theramore.
Theramore is gone. You did not ask me here to reminisce.
No. I have come to return one who was lost.
Derek. My own brother. I had thought better of you, Bane. So tell me, is he the Banshee's puppet? Crammed full of blight? Is he the bomb this time?
Yes. That was the plan. But Bane took me from Sylvanas before I was twisted to her will. I'm still your brother, Jaina. For as long as stars do shine.
Why?
The Horde has a sickness in it. We wage war while the Earth Mother dies. We have forgotten what truly matters, and my heart can bear it no longer.
Sylvanas will kill you for this. And she may not stop with you.
No life is worth living if we cannot be true to our nature. I return home to take what solace I can in my family. I hope you take solace in yours.
Bane! Thank you.
I have troubling news. It seems there are traitors in our midst. Most of you need fear nothing. But Derek Proudmoore didn't flee to Kultiris by himself. He had help, didn't he? Zelling.
Stop! I returned Derek Proudmoore to his family. You raised him as a Forsaken, but you planned to deny him his free will, to violate his mind. I could not stand by and permit such depravity to unfold.
Thank you for your honesty.
Banshee! Are we nothing more than pawns in your game? You betray the Horde!
No. He did. And so did you. Take him.
Others will see you for what you are, Sylvanas. You will leave the Horde in ruins.
There is no place for weakness in our ranks. Remember your loyalties.
He grows hungrier.
Keep on them! We cannot let them escape!
My queen, they have arrived.
Wonderful. Set the tide stone, won't you? Feeling anxious, are we? How frustrating it must be for you. Still locked away. So powerless. For now, do not worry. We've both waited so long. But at last, you're about to see what I do best. Welcome to NAZJATAR. I've been waiting for you.
What are you waiting for? We have the enemy in our sights! Fire!
Good. Our guests have arrived. I must say, that was a delightfully dramatic entrance. Behold, the wonders of NAZJATAR. The finest sight your eyes will ever behold. And the last.
Can you get us to safety?
She is preventing teleportation.
Jaina, we need a way out.
She's blocking teleportation.
Please do stay. Explore all the comforts my kingdom has to offer. I will hold the waters at bay, so long as I remain entertained.
Queen Azshara, more landwalkers approach.
They seek the Tide Stone, but I will not leave it unguarded, as they so foolishly did. You are bound to the Tide Stone's might, Zarisa. Use it to wash away this unsightly intrusion.
At once, my queen.
Azshara's forces are routed. We have broken her hold on the Tidestone.
Our way into the palace remains blocked.
The Tidestone's power could be used to shatter the barrier, but I cannot control its energies on my own.
Perhaps we could. Together.
So be it.
done. The way is open. Azshara's reign must end.
You must indulge the theatrical nature of tonight's entertainment. We have waited so very long for this moment, and we simply cannot resist savoring it. Without further ado, the stage is set. The hour is at hand. Legions arise! Serve your queen's command!
Chief. She spoke but a word, and BAINE'S life flickered out.
So, this is home now.
Home. Family.
And where are they?
Not far.
This world... well, it looks good. But it's wrong. Broken. Falling apart. Just like the Horde. Do you know what she's done while you've been hiding?
I left that life behind. I'm no one's savior. I will not lead the Horde.
I didn't ask. But I hoped you would at least fight for it.
You were followed!
I followed them.
You and I, we don't get to hide.
Thrall. Jaina, the Alliance? Here?
Our king sent us to rescue his friend.
We too have come to save Bane.
His odds will improve if we work together.
Agreed.
Time is short. Let's move.
Bane! Thrall... Jaina...
These chains are warded against magic. I'll need time to pick the lock.
This feels wrong. Sylvanas must have known we were coming.
Indeed she did, traitor. You and Lady Proudmoore.
I have no quarrel with you.
Have you forgotten the purge of Dalaran, murderer? Today, the Sunravers will be avenged.
And your vendetta is with me, and me alone.
No. You will watch your friends die, just as I did.
Thank you. Bane would have died without your aid.
I couldn't let that happen.
Nor could I. I refuse to fail him, like I failed his father. I wish I could change it all. Cairn, Garrosh, Theramore. Sometimes it feels like I did everything wrong.
We all have blood on our hands.
And now, Sylvanas will come. Thunder Bluff will burn, just like Teldrassil.
Once before, you and I stood side by side on the slopes of Mount Hyjal. That world tree did not fall, because the Horde and the Alliance worked together.
Horde, Alliance. We've come to this crossroad again and again, Jaina. It always falls apart. What's different this time?
We are. I should go. Anduin will want to know that Bane is safe.
Tell your king he is not alone.
Incompatible presence detected. Unworthy subjects will be neutralized.
Uh-oh. That can't be good. Got it! Get that thing under control! Hang on. I got an idea. Give me that gnome! Hey, Bright-Eye! Over here!
Phew! Looks like you handled that situation, boss.
A good thing we kept one around. Now we got a lead on the next location. Ha! This has gotta pay off!
Anduin, Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all. And day by day, her power grows. If our world is to survive, we must strike while we still can. Meet with me, and we will speak.
So few.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done. If we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The Horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the Dark Portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence. We called it the Path of Glory. That was the great lie upon which the Horde was founded. That anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Vol'gin, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No. No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has
honor. I've never known honor. They deserve more. But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen, the ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm between the Horde and Alliance if we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Soldiers, on your feet!
Start breaking camp immediately!
Lord Saurfang?
Zakhan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth.
And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now, there are only two forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle. Varrock, it's time. Those who defend Orgrimmar are Horde as well. Our brothers and sisters.
These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost.
Or perhaps just one. Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Mak'gora!
traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
You want to make me suffer.
Brother, you cannot win.
My old friend. You and I.
We don't get to hide.
I set you on this path.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way. Let it be finished.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope. You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
The Horde is nothing! You are all nothing!
For Azeroth!
If you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor, standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
What do we do now?
We bring him home. Saurfang, son of Koruk, supreme commander of the might of Kalimdor, High Overlord of the Horde. He led the charge against the Lich King. He defended our world from the Legion. Saurfang inspired all of us to strive for true honor, and his legacy will live on in our deeds.
When the Alliance and Horde marched on Ahn'Qiraj, it was Saurfang who valiantly commanded our combined forces. Today, his courage saved thousands of lives on both sides of the battle. His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
You have earned your warrior's death, old friend. Now, greet your son with honor and glory.
Jaina, what a relief to see you safe.
Hello, Kalia. Big brother.
Word has spread of what happened at Orgrimmar. Is the war finally over?
It will take time for all the pockets of fighting to be quelled, but... yes, I believe so.
Azeroth has seen so many wars, so much strife. I pray we have earned a respite.
As do I. Have you been able to find peace in your own heart, Derek?
I still have some rough seas to sail, but I'm much better now, thanks to Kalia. Without her guidance, I would have been truly lost.
I'm so grateful you brought us together, Jaina. This time with Derek has helped me as much as it's helped him.
In the wake of this war, others will need to find their footing, their future. Perhaps you could guide them, too.
I'm not sure how much help I could be. I don't have all the answers.
Maybe they don't need answers. Maybe they just need hope. Like I did.
Well said, big brother. Come, let's take a walk. I am so grateful to have you both back in my life. Let's enjoy this moment together.
I wasn't certain you made it out of Orgrimmar. If the traitors knew of your service to me, they'd have put you in irons. Or worse. Saurfang's ill-considered challenge may have ended the war prematurely, but it doesn't matter now. Countless souls have been fed to the hungering darkness. Though I cared nothing for the living, I did pity the Forsaken, for the great injustice that made them what they are. I understand the cruelty of fate better than anyone. But despite all I taught them, they stubbornly clung to hope, to life. They will learn the truth, along with all the rest. My bargain with Azshara will yet bear fruit. The armies of Azeroth will fight her master, and he will line their streets with corpses. In the end, he too will serve death. Enough reflection. There are preparations to be made. Nothing lasts. When next you see me, you will understand.
You mean to tell me none of your spies have returned? N'Zoth is out there, and we need answers now!
We are doing all we can. Speaker Magni is coming, along with a new advisor. He claims to have information for us.
By the light, a new advisor.
Anduin, it's been so long!
Oh, dragons.
I suppose I deserved that.
Oh, you deserve more than that. My father is dead because of you!
And my father is dead because of the old gods.
Lad, he's come to help us.
Neltharion the Earthwarder was once the protector of Azeroth. But N'Zoth turned a noble mind to madness, and now my father is only remembered as Deathwing. And, as I haven't the least desire to share that fate, I've been studying how to avoid it.
Just tell me how to prepare for this attack. Our armies
will be useless. N'Zoth will strike here. He'll manipulate emotions, get people to act in ways contrary to their nature. You won't be able to trust your senses, your memories, your friends. After all, what is real if our perceptions cannot be trusted? Anduin! Don't you see, old friend? It's already begun.
Very well, advisor. Tell us how to stop him.
We know little of the Amethet, save that they believe themselves the sole defenders of the Titan's great works. In their eyes, all others are corrupted by the curse of flesh, and are enemies of the Makers. It is imperative that they be kept away from the Forge. To the west, another threat looms. Terrible monstrosities have emerged from the sands and gather in great numbers. Though we suspect they hail from Ahn'Qiraj, they are unlike any Qiraji or Silithid we have faced before. And worst of all, our priests are plagued by unrelenting nightmares. They see our cities burning to ash, and our people turning against each other. I fear that these visions are but the harbinger of something far more dire. We must prepare ourselves for disaster.
I did not realize they had grown so bold as to invade Mogoshan vaults. This is far too early for another cycle to begin. The rise of their new Empress must have spurred them to action. Meanwhile, our scouts report that a massive Mogu army is assembling in the north, in numbers not seen since the days of Lei Shen. With the attention of the Golden Lotus divided, the Mogu clearly see an opportunity to conquer the Veil and subjugate everyone within. Most troubling of all, though the Veil has been cleansed of the Shah's corruption, a tangible sense of dread lingers in the air. The High Keeper speaks of a looming threat that we are powerless to stop. I cannot draw him out of his malaise. Perhaps you will fare better.
Break me like you broke my father!
The Black Dragonflight will purge your master from Azeroth!
Impudent dragon! All of your kind will bow before N'Zoth!
With me, champion! Let us bring this to an end!
The final truth hidden form.
We're going to lose the chamber! There's no way to stop him!
Always a way. Save our world, champion. No
Corruption levels approaching 100%.
No! You got to keep fighting, champion!
Through your flesh, my Black Empire is reborn.
Don't listen to his lies! You don't belong to him! You're a child of Azeroth! Her strength is your strength!
Attention! New anchor point acquired.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
Acknowledged. Firing sequence initiated.
Being wounded by the Mad Titan. Azeroth has been crying out in pain. In her hour of need, she lent you her power. Today, at long last, she's free from the grasp of the old gods. Her song rings clear and strong throughout this chamber. Hold her heart with pride. Know that you are more than a champion of your people. You are a champion of Azeroth!
The Alliance has sent word. They have agreed to the armistice. This bitter war is finally over.
At last, we can begin to heal our wounded Earth Mother, and the wounded Horde as well.
One question remains. Who will serve as war chief? Perhaps you, Thrall, would...
No. I told Saurfang I would not lead the Horde again. But perhaps the question is not who should become war chief, but whether there should be one at all.
Though the Horde has changed through the years, for good or ill, we have always looked to a war chief to guide us forward.
That legacy must end. The war nearly cost us everything. There is no place for a war chief in a time of peace.
It is true. The Horde has changed. Our ranks have grown, and new voices have stepped forth to lead. This is what makes us strong. All of us, building a new future, together.
We Volpera have always been resourceful. No matter the adversity, we do what it takes to survive and keep our family strong.
You confront a force beyond reckoning!
The Horde helped us when we needed it. And now, it's time to return the favor. A fair trade, if you ask me. A whole world of adventure is awaiting you out there. Explore it, and become a hero. For the Volpera, and for the Horde.
They have no part of my Horde!